While preparing for this speech, I got curious about some stats, so I did some research, and I discovered that in 1960, 45.1% of high school students would continue on to college. As of 2016, that percent has increased to 69.7%. However, of that 69.7%, only about 2/3 actually end up going on to continue to graduate. With that said, I'd like to take you through my journey deciding to be part of that 69.7%, and my intention is to be part of the 2/3. What I'll be discussing with you guys later is something that you can all implement into your plans. Our society tends to lack empathy, understanding, and patience with one another, and I feel like that's something that we should all work to fix. With that said, I will be talking about why I started at Citrus. I will be talking about the majors that I've decided, and then I will end with what my plans are with those majors. So let's start with Citrus. I initially started my journey at Mount Sac. I was there because I was an athletic training major, and they had a really good program. However, when I took my first core class for athletic training, I didn't really like it, didn't want to do it for the rest of my life. So in my 3rd semester of college, I experimented, and I did 6 units at Mount Sac and 6 units at Citrus. When I did that, I got here at Citrus, I liked it so much better. The campus is great, the classrooms are great, I feel motivated and enthusiastic, and I haven't had a bad professor yet. So now that I've told you why Citrus, let me talk about the majors that I've decided. So when I got here, I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do other than the fact that I wanted to be in the medical field. So I went and I met with a counselor. We settled on allied health sciences to open up some doors. And I took an anatomy class. And in that anatomy class, I was surrounded by an overwhelming amount of nursing students. And after hearing what nursing was about and what I could do, I decided to choose nursing and psychology. And I did this because I've always been fascinated with the medical field, and I like to care for people, and I've always been fascinated with the human mind, so understanding people has always been a big interest of mine as well. So I did not too long ago go through a rough patch where I thought I was going to drop out of school because I just had way too much going on all at once. And I turned to a really good friend of mine, and he helped push me through it. So when I went back and I asked him why he motivated me to go through school, he said, Taylor Fernandez, my best friend, said on January 7th of 2020, I encourage you to stay in school because I know you have an enormous amount of potential to help people. You have a drive to help those you do and don't know, most times putting their needs before your own. This is flattering, and I couldn't be more thankful to have a friend supporting me through school like that. So now that I've talked about why Citrus and my majors, let's go into what I intend to do with those majors. When I had to think about it, I wasn't quite sure, so I implemented it into an interview, and I asked a good friend of mine, Ronnie Mayhorn, on January 7th of 2020, and she said, I believe your major can impact the world by giving the world more care and love. We need more people who care about others and understand others. When I heard this, I knew she wasn't wrong, and it's already a philosophy of mine personally. So I didn't realize that I could also implement it to my career. But I can, because nursing, I'm constantly dealing with people, and you have to be patient, you have to be nice, and you have to be understanding. And psychology only aids in this because it helps me to understand and deal with each person and situation appropriately. So now that I've talked about why I chose Citrus, I've told you what my majors are, psych and nursing, and I've told you what I want to do with it. We can wrap this up. So I talked about why Citrus, told you my majors, I told you my plans. Our society tends to be cruel and self-centered, and I think that it's not all bad, but we definitely should work to make it better. So I ask that if all of you take anything from this speech and you remember anything, that the next time someone's rude to you or someone is mean to you, take a step back, think about it, because 9 times out of 10 it has nothing to do with you, and they're going through something and they're in pain. So show them kindness that they're struggling to show you. Thank you.